everyone. I'm Brad Klippert, your 8th District State Representative. Thank you for joining me on Legislative Update. These are truly exciting times. Guess what? Ken Griffey Jr. is back with the Seattle Mariners. We're going to have a rocking good time. I can see the Seattle Mariners going on to play for the American League pennant. Can't you? I'm looking forward to it. So all is not bleak. We do have some positive things happening in Washington. Let's talk about a few of them. We've now reached our first major deadline of the legislative session. It's called committee cutoff. All policy bills that originated in the House of the Representatives must have passed their respective committees by now, or they are considered dead for the session. We have another week to go before the same deadline impacts fiscal bills. The bills that are in the fiscal committee, such as Ways and Means, Finance, and the Appropriations committees, are still being considered. It's a challenging session because our early revenue forecast just came out this week, and the news isn't good. Washington is now facing a budget deficit of $8.3 billion. That's right, a deficit of 8.3 with the B billion-dollar deficit. That's up by more than $2 billion from our last revenue forecast. So some difficult decisions will need to be made in the weeks ahead. I'm excited to tell you that we are making great progress on several bills that will help the 8th District and the Tri-Cities, though. House Bill 1204, which adds 2 new district court judge positions for Benton County, was passed by the House Judiciary Committee. It was sent to the House Rules Committee. I had a meeting with the Speaker of the House, Frank Chop. He agreed to have the bill pulled from rules, and now it is on the calendar for action by the entire House of Representatives. I expect we'll be voting on that bill very soon. House Bill 1224 would authorize the Department of Licensing to make driver's license photos available to law enforcement officers in the field for the purpose of identification. It passed the Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness Committee. It is now under consideration by the General Government Appropriations Committee. This measure would not only assist law enforcement officers in properly identifying criminals, it could also help them from mistakenly arresting innocent citizens who are not wanted by the law. That is a win-win situation. The Public Facilities District measure, House Bill 1377, passed the Community and Economic Development and Trade Committee. It is now under consideration by the House Finance Committee. This bill would allow the cities of Pasco, Richland, and Kennewick to collectively pool resources for construction of public projects, such as a regional aquatics center. The most exciting part of my week was when the Technology, Energy, and Communications Committee passed out our carbonless energy park legislation, House Bill 2002. This measure would help us tap the full energy potential of the Tri-Cities through wind, solar, nuclear, and biotechnology. The bill also would help us secure pre-existing water rights from the Columbia River that would be used for cooling purposes and then returned right back to the river. Many people were in doubt of whether we could get even get a hearing on this bill. We not only got a hearing, but the measure was passed unanimously from the committee. It's also going to the House Finance Committee for further action. House Bill 2035 would require convicted sex and kidnapping offenders to submit their email addresses and website addresses to law enforcement. We know some of these people have websites on places like MySpace and Facebook. It's a place where they can prey on unsuspecting children. This bill would allow law enforcement to be made aware of these website pages so we can protect our citizens. A public hearing was held on the bill in the Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness Committee. The Department of Social and Health Services had some concerns about the measure, so I worked in the committee room to draft amendments. I say again, I worked in the committee room to draft amendments that addressed their concerns. The amendments were approved, and the bill was passed out of committee all in the same day. It was one of the quickest turnarounds of an amendment in a committee that allowed this bill to move forward. It was truly an exciting day. So we have some very exciting things happening, and legislation I have been proposed is advancing. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce to you someone very special. This is my daughter, Alexis Kimberly Klippert, who is also serving this week as a page in the legislature. I am very proud of her. She's been helping me and the entire legislature this week. Alexis, tell me about your experience as a page this week at the House of Representatives and here in our whole legislative building.
Well, like you said, I've been here in Olympia for a whole week working here as a house page. I've got to work on the floor, got to deliver messages all around the campus, and I get to spend time with my dad. So it's been a great experience.
She has done a fantastic job. She got to bring in the national colors today, and one representative went up to her afterwards and said, "That is the best I have ever seen anyone bring in the national colors." She truly did a great job. Former young Marine Alexis Klippert. Well, thank you, everyone. Now, if you have a son or daughter who is between the age of 14 and 16 who would also like to serve as a legislative page, please call me at my office. It's a great experience to learn about the legislative process. Here's my office phone number. It is 360-786-7882. I say again, 360-786-7882. You may also leave a message on our toll-free hotline at 1-800-562-6000. My email and contact information can also be found on your screen. Thank you again for joining me on Legislative Update. I am your state representative, Brad Klippert. God bless you all and have a great day.